ClipChamp seems to be the winner when it comes to quick and easy video editing. Now, I used to use Adobe Premiere Rush, and that's still very useful, but when it comes to making it quickly, using something which is free and accessible, ClipChamp can be used in both Windows and Mac computers. It's pre-installed on Windows 11, that's how I found it, but you can also install it from the App Store. Let's get into how you might use it to complete your film analysis. First thing you want to do is download the video for your film clip and import it so that it's here. Then you would drag it in to the timeline. This is a timeline, and when you hit the play button, it's going to show you the clip. Alright, the first command you want to know about is the scissors or the split. Shortcut is S. What it does is it just cuts the long video into short bits so that you can maneuver the little short sections. Now, let's also go through how you can overlay your recording, which means record from your webcam. We're going to select camera. And over here, let's get this camera working. Alrighty, so you can see the webcam is here. We're going to record our first sentence, which I've got in my script here. Alright, this title music is quiet and sets a mysterious mood. The use of strings also sets it in the past, since this style of music was popular back in the 1800s. Alright, this title music is quiet and sets a mysterious mood. Let's save it. So now this clip appears in your media here. We can then drag it on. Oh, it's already done it for me. It's dragged it on already. So we're going to put this where it's appropriate. Okay, now you've got your webcam. I would suggest making it smaller so that we can still see the main bit. Now with the main bit, you don't just want a blank screen. What I would suggest is copying it, Control C, pasting it, Control V, duplicating it, and then with this, I would suggest slowing it right down so that it covers the duration of your clip. Let's see how that's going to work. So the audience can hear the clip. Alright, and of course over here you would want to mute this track. So let's go to audio, let's mute it so that over here you're not hearing the slow down bit. Quiet and sets a mysterious mood. The use of strings also sets it in the past, since this style of music was popular back in the 1800s. There you go. So that's an example of having that first bit analyzed. Let's watch the clip with the analysis now. And while we're doing that, I do want to go through how you can add text. You just simply click the text button, click on the template that you want, and you can start adding text in. Like over here, let's call it title music, setting a mysterious mood. There you go. I might just break it into a few lines. I'm not a fan of this typewriter style, but this is just an example so you can see how to use this software. Let's see how our video looks right now. Alright, this title music is quiet and sets a mysterious mood. There you go. So that's an example of using some of the text so that you can point out certain things. Let's do another example. Back in the 1800s. Let's move on. So now the video continues. Alright, so over here I'm going to talk about this use of sound effects from the grumbling tummy of the rabbit. Let's do that. Once again, S for splitting the track so that we can choose a excerpt that we can duplicate and we can lengthen it. Now, one drawback with this ClipChamp is you can't just take a frame and freeze it. And so the best way of doing that is to duplicate the track and then slow it right down so that the frame goes for a really long time. Once you've got that, you mute the track so that we can't hear the slowed down audio, and you can overdub your camera over it. Let's have a go at that. So now we want to talk about the sound effects. Sound effects are heard here where the bunny's tummy is grumbling, and it draws our attention to the fact that this bunny is hungry. Stop. The sound effects. You can retake it, but let's save it and let's just trim the sections of it. There it is. And we'll drag that into the appropriate spot. which is right about there. Let's put it here on this track. All right, and we'll watch it from here.
The sound effect.
Okay, and let's zoom this face out so we can still see the bunny. Maybe we'll put it on this side so we can see how the camera pans.
Sound effects are heard here where the bunny's tummy is grumbling, and it draws our...
Now, I think there was some stuff to cut.
The sound effects.
Ah, there we go. Let's just trim that. To trim your videos, you can just drag this little bit of timeline, and you can zoom it in so that it's easier to trim to the right length as well. So let's trim the excess, and let's try it again.
Here.
Whoops.
Effects are heard.
Whoops. Okay, let's lengthen it a bit and bring it to the front. There we go.
Sound effects are heard here where the bunny's tummy is grumbling, and it draws our attention to the fact that this bunny is hungry.
There you go. That's an example of how you would do it. Let's just do a text box so that you can see the text box in action as well. What are we going to write? Edit text. Oh, where is it? Here. There we go. Okay, sound effects of grumbling tummy conveys character being hungry. There you go. And so you can put the text somewhere on the screen to help convey your point. That's just a really quick run through of how you could use Microsoft ClipChamp, but it seems to be the winner when it comes to getting your video. Of course, once you are done, make sure you save your work. You hit the export button. I'm not completely done, but when you're done, you can check your work and then export. 720 is enough. And you can go ahead and check your video and export it. Make sure you title it with Analysis of Presto by Mr. Sham, by whoever is in your group. So there you go. Once it's done, you will have a file that you can then upload onto Classroom. Good stuff. Hope that makes your job a lot easier.